I'm speaking with vocalist, frontman Josey Scott, the original voice of Saliva. So, starting out, I want to talk a little bit about the show that you have coming up in Unity at Monster Hall. If people have never seen a Saliva show before, what can they expect from you guys?
Man, well, it's just a lot of energy. We play a lot of songs that people grew up listening to, like Click, Click, Boom and Your Disease and Always. And, it's going to be jam-packed with hopefully, hits that people remember from the radio. And also we're going to throw in some surprises of music that we enjoy playing as well.
What can fans expect from you guys as you move forward here?
Well, we're in the process of writing new material right now, and we're going to, drop singles as we go along this summer, and we're just going to keep, beating up the road. We love being out on the road. I have a brand new band. A guy named Nine is my bass player. Mm-hmm. I have Justin Barber is an amazing drummer that you guys have to see. Ben Hosterman is an amazing lead guitar player that I just hooked up with about a year ago. And, playing with my stepson, Dynamite DeLone, is a blessing too, man. He's an amazing rhythm guitar player. So, we're keeping it in the family, and, we're just looking onward and upward to what we're going to do for the rest of the year, and concentrating on writing some new stuff and incorporating in the classic Saliva stuff as we go along.
All right, awesome. Well, it's very cool that you're keeping it in the family there and get to play with your stepson.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
All right, excellent. What would you say some of your inspirations are? When you're putting new music together, what would you say some of those inspirations are?
Well, man, as far as new music, I was telling my son Justice earlier, our influences sort of run the gamut, from anything from outlaw country to jazz to funk and R&B. Growing up in Memphis, Tennessee, I was exposed to a lot of different kinds of rhythm and blues, and a lot of different blues artists like B.B. King and Albert King. And so, there's a plethora of different influences that come into play, as well as the influences, like Beastie Boys and AC/DC and Kiss and bands like that. I'm also heavily influenced by new music. I'm really obsessed with Sleep Token right now. I love their music too.
Yeah, they're an awesome band. All right, well, cool, very cool. And now, how would you say that the music industry has changed from like your early days putting songs together like Click Click Boom to nowadays?
Well, when I started out in the music industry in the late '90s and late to mid '90s, it was still all about getting your project together and recording your first album. And back in the day, you would get what's called a speculation deal, where they would speculate on what they how well they thought your album was going to do locally or regionally. And then, you just had to hope and pray that you would get some radio airplay, and, that people were going to, sort of grab hold of your music and it was going to catch fire. And then we used to consign our albums out to these old things called record stores, music stores. And, so it's changed immensely, over the past 20 years. It's a whole new ball game. Now you record singles instead of albums, so it's actually a good fit for me as a songwriter, because I can concentrate on one song at a time, as opposed to concentrating on 10 songs at a time, because I've always had a rule that every song should get the attention of a single. But at the same time, I miss the days of being able to write, 10 or 12 or 14 different songs for an album, and then, pick and choose from the best ones, because, songs are like your children. You don't want to let go of any of them. You want to see them all go on to prosper, and you want to see them go off to college and do well. So, it's a love-hate relationship, but I just try to get in where I fit in and, make the best of what I can do as a songwriter and as an artist in this modern-day environment.
All right, excellent. That's very cool. And now, how about touring? Obviously, you're going to be at Monster Hall in Unity here this summer, but do you have any big tours planned?
Well, we're going out with Tantric on the Parental Advisory Tour. We're really excited about that. Edema and Trapped are also on that tour.
Nice.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're road dogs. We like to be on the road and play for the fans. And that's the most magical thing in the world to me, is when you get to connect with fans and they tell you how your music has affected their lives. I can't tell you how many people have come up to me and said, man, Saliva's music got me through a really rough childhood, or Saliva's music really got me through a bad marriage, or something of that of that nature. And I'm just blessed and glad to be that guy that gets to play those songs that are have such a special place in people's hearts and minds.
Well, just to wrap up our interview here then, what would you like our listeners to know about, our fans to know about, in regards to yourself, your music, or that show coming up at Monster Hall?
Man, I want to let the fans know that, I'm Josey Scott. I'm the original lead singer of Saliva, and I'm so excited to be able to come and play for them. I'm so excited to be able to come and share this music with them, and we're just going to have an amazing time, and I can't wait to see everybody in Wisconsin, and we're going to tear it up, man. You don't want to miss this show. It's going to be off the chain.